Hey there, meteorologist Mike Griffith for East Coast Weather Association. It is Saturday, June 24th, 2017, and the big story has been Cindy, but she is long gone and no longer a tropical system. She made landfall quite a while ago, and now she is actually on her way eventually offshore. And this is the remnants of it right now. We're looking at water vapor imagery, and this is her right here going across Pennsylvania early this morning, and is eventually going to move out to sea. But she's trailing a lot of moisture behind her across much of the uh, Mississippi River Valley, including Tennessee and Kentucky. And all this in here is just a lot of tropical moisture. And this is all just a big ridge of high pressure, although it's becoming quite saturated. And this ridge is going to have a hard time staying put as it's getting saturated with moisture. So what's going to happen is today is there's going to be more rain along Florida, Miami, and on this too, because this is all moisture that's just headed right for the coast of Florida. And the whole state is just going to see showers and thunderstorms today, especially later in the day if the sun can peek out. We're looking at another upper level disturbance up here moving into North Dakota, and this is going to be our weather maker for Sunday into Monday into Tuesday, early next week. This is going to cause a lot of colder air to wrap in behind this system as it brings in air all the way from Canada down into the eastern part of the United States, and it's going to get really cold in the eastern part of the U.S. Early next week, as we're looking at the GFS model right here. Here comes that disturbance down, swinging down from Canada that we just saw in water vapor. This is Saturday evening. More showers and thunderstorms across much of the southeast. This is just because of this area high pressure, just bringing a lot of rain and storms on shore. What wind is going to be off the ocean, so it's going to create a lot of wet weather here across the state of Florida, all the way from Orlando down into Miami, Daytona as well. And we're looking at coastal Carolinas. Could be some marginally severe thunderstorms here in eastern Carolinas, also northern Georgia. Along the whole Gulf Coast, it just looks like they're just going to get wet today. And then we're looking at Sunday. Looks like pretty much more of the same, except this upper level energy right here tries to push through the northeast and swings through the eastern part of the country and will take a lot of this moisture away with it. And it's going to get chilly and dry temporarily, but then the rain returns quickly as we're looking at Tuesday evening and then into early Wednesday here. It looks like it's going to be dry for the most part, but not before the rain and possibly some storms come through on Sunday or Monday before the system exits. But it looks like it's going to be pretty much sunny from Philadelphia down into the eastern Carolinas, not so much to western Carolinas, the upstate of South Carolina, Georgia, and the deep south of Florida. They're going to remain cloudy as we go into Wednesday or Thursday next week or so. Continued unsettled in the northeast into Wednesday, the 28th, and it's just going to be more of the same as we go into the latter part of next week. Another high develops off the east coast, and it's going to drive a lot of moisture into the southeast. So more unsettled weather for North Carolina, South Carolina, and even the Mid-Atlantic and Florida also as we go into mid to late next week. It's just looking unsettled with periods of rain continuing across much of the east into the middle of next week and also late next week. I'm meteorologist Mike Griffith for East Coast Weather Association. Everybody have a great weekend.